So day two in Edinburgh. I think it's just gone 6 o'clock. I think. So I'm going to get up early. We're going to go and walk Coulton Hill. I think first thing this morning to try and get to the top of that for sunrise. And then I think I might come back, finish up here, and then go out for the rest of the day. I'm going to skip the idea of the Pablo Escobar because I thought at the end of the day it's just breakfast up in a bao bun, so can it really be that epic? So I've had breakfast myself, and I made a large breakfast. As you'll see, there's 6 eggs and 6 crumpets. And the reason for that is I'm going to go to the bakery later on in the morning, and then probably only have little bits until Zizi's late afternoon as like a late lunch dinner because I'm getting back late. So that should help me to one, pull back on the food from yesterday, um, but also two, just keep me sort of ticking over for hunger level wise. And it saved me having to go away to Pablo Escobar, spend more money on something that could be pretty mid tier. That's what we're going to do. We're going to head over to the other side of Edinburgh for today, which is towards like the harbour, so like New Haven, Dean Village, Stockbridge, that way. I'm going to explore that, obviously with Coulton Hill. And then I'm looking to sort of go towards the harbour and then get the tram all the way back up and then towards the airport for, I think my flight's at like 8:30 or 8:20 something like that. But disappointed because this apartment, as nice as it is, had no salt, no pepper. So I've got the driest eggs and the driest crumpets with me. I couldn't be asked to go and buy sauces and stuff from the ketchup, from the Tesco's around the corner because I'm going to be using it once and that's it. So it seems like a waste of money. So we're just going to have to get through eggs on their own and dry crumpets because yeah, there's salt and pepper shakers and they're bloody empty. And there's no like butters, there's no sauces or anything for food. So although there's plenty of cooking facilities, you got to buy your own stuff when it comes to condiments, which is pretty crap. But yeah, jump to me in with the next clip of, I guess, us walking towards Courtney Hill.
So I don't know if I put it in yesterday's vlog, but this was left here by my bedside table yesterday. A dirty cotton bud. Now I'm not one for leaving bad reviews and stuff on places to just think, unless it's absolutely awful, like it's just a little bit pedantic and he's got the time for it. But when you think that this apartment usually would cost you £105 a night, and as I said, I had no condiments, which I thought would have been a nice touch, and there's a cotton bud left by the bedside table, and the door out the back here, which leads to the courtyard, has a draft come through as well. So when I came in this morning after I opened that door, you could really tell the draft comes through in here. So there's like a little bit of a breeze through here, and obviously the door's open, and there's no key. Like there's no key to lock it. So I don't know if anyone can gain access over there to get through, but it would just be nice to have that security to be able to lock your room. And as I said, there was a draft come through, so you couldn't really sit out here in the evening because you'd be a little bit chilly when the wind blows. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, but all in all, it's a pretty nice room or nice apartment. Would I stay here again? I probably would stay here again if they could just sort out those things. Did sleep pretty well last night. Bed was really, really comfy, so I can't really fault that. Although, and it sounds like I'm really moaning about this place I stayed in, but I think it was two single beds put together because if you sleep in the middle, you could feel it like split a little bit. But no, all in all, it was a pretty nice day. I'm hoping they'll let me leave the bag somewhere, so when I go exploring today around Edinburgh, I don't have to lump my bag with me. But we will see. And I did like 24,000 steps yesterday, which was madness. So I'm going to see how many I'll do today. Obviously, I've not weighed myself or anything, but I'm not bothered about that. Review from the outside yesterday in terms of dinner. Pretty nice, to be honest with you. The steak was lovely. It was cooked medium rare. The wedges that it came with was pretty nice, but the baked plums I had for dessert, oh, they were legit. And I contemplated getting the dessert because I don't usually, because of calories and I guess like the sugars and stuff. But I thought well, I'm not going to go to this breakfast place this morning, so that will save me like the food for it. And why not? Like, you're away, and I think, you know, money will come and go, but experiences, you know, you don't want to miss up on it. And I might never come to Edinburgh again. You just never know, right? So yeah, it was really, really nice. To be honest with you, I'm a massive fan of the baked plums. I definitely would have that again. And yeah, all in all, pretty nice dinner. If your life depended on it, which one are you choosing? You going Mackie D's or you going KFC? You can only choose one. Which one you having? I mean, this looks pretty class already. So I'd imagine when sun starts peaking, it said this is going to look rather beautiful. If you don't travel, man, you've got to travel. I mean, I talk as if like I've gone miles away. I've literally gone to Edinburgh. Like, if you're from the UK, it's literally on your doorstep. A flight that took me about an hour and a half to get here, and you get to experience all of this. Like, this is what it's about. And as I said in yesterday's vlog, do not get to the stage in your life where you have regrets you didn't do certain things, because life is too short. Life is so short. You just don't want to regret anything, you know, because you can't go back once it's too late. Sunrise didn't really happen because the sun doesn't want to appear its head today, but it has got a little bit brighter, as you can see. And this is the views from basically Scott's Monument up the top. The monument behind me doesn't actually open till 10, which is a little bit annoying. So yeah, I won't be able to do that today, and the cafe doesn't open until 8:30, and there's a good viewpoint of the cafe. So if you did ever come to Edinburgh and you come to Courton Hill, make sure you come around like at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and you'll probably get a slightly better experience. But yeah, this was definitely waking up early to come and see. Very nice. And yeah, I think the plan now is just to head back to the hotel, get all my stuff sorted. Then we're going to head over to Dean Village and Stockbridge. And then if the weather holds off, I'll go to sort of the harbour. But I've got a feeling it's going to be a little bit chilly. Little change of plan for my day today. I realised that the famous bakery Lannon's is only like 10 minutes away from my apartment. So whilst I've still got like 2 hours until I have to check out, I'll go and try it out now. See what the queue's like. If the queue is just ridiculously long, then I'm just not going to bother. So I've just seen it, and there is a big old queue there in the distance. But yeah, that is a long old queue. Oh, I'm going to see how far back it goes. If it's ridiculously long, I'm just not going to bother. Like, realistically, how good can it be? Why is there loads of people? But it's not next year. For God's sake. I mean, the queue's moving pretty quickly, so maybe it's not so bad. I can see the end of the queue, which is just by the window. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but yeah, it's moving pretty quickly, to be fair. Yeah, it's not going to take too long. Right, in the end, the wait weren't too bad, actually. I think I waited for about 15 minutes to get in. And I probably got there at a good time because the queue started forming. So I'm back here now to eat this. Got about an hour until I've got to check out. And I picked up two things that you don't usually get. I can't remember what they're called. One's like a croissant loaf, which has like frangipan. I think they say it with jam and custard, and the other is some sort of medjool date and macadamia thing, which I'm gonna get a plate for actually. And the reason I got these is because they're the kind of thing you don't usually get at bakeries, like almond croissants and cinnamon buns and stuff you get anywhere. But this is the, yeah, I can't remember what it's called, barge or something. Um, but it looks unreal. So I'm excited to try this. Both of these comes a total like 11.50 for these two cakes, pastries. So I'm expecting some big things here. Oh my god! Wait, pretty good. Oh god, it's good. That's a solid 8.5. Easily 8.5. Got a nice hard outside and soft gooey middle. So far, that was worth the wait. So that was like a solid 8.5 out of 10. Very, very good. And now we've got the medjool date and macadamia, and you can see on there, I don't know if it'll focus, like the medjool dates act as like the bottom or the base of the bun. Yeah, and I love dates. I just can't have them that much because of sort of the calorie count and the high carb intake. But we're in Edinburgh, and we'll get back to it tomorrow, which I'm actually looking forward to because I've missed my sourdough. I can't lie. But yeah, let's give this a bash. Okay, it's quite a strong taste. I'm not sure what to make of that one, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. That's probably about a 6 out of 10. But the bun itself is quite nice. It's got like a cinnamony bun to the base, with obviously the dates in it. Um, 6 out of 10 on that one. A little bit disappointing. So the other one was the best one for sure. Um, and I'm sure the almond croissants, the pan of chocolate, are absolutely banging. But thought I'd try something a little bit different, and it was all right. If I don't have the maddest upper body session tomorrow, I swear to God. But how anyone can not love pastries is beyond me. Right, let's go burn them off. Currently sat in the Royal Botanic Gardens, and I just walked half an hour to this place. And I don't know if it's just because it's this time of year, maybe, like, and the leaves are starting to fall off and things like that, or I've been majorly mugged off because this place is just like no different to any parks and fields near where I live. Like, and I'm sure Google makes it out like it was going to be all these like mythical plants and like picturesque views, and actually, it just is a bit mid. Like, I get some people might like that, and for like steps and leisurely walks is fine, but just isn't what it's like on Google. And it was like listed online as being like an attraction to come and see in Edinburgh. And I walked like 25 minutes from Dean Village to come here, so I'm not going to be staying here. Squirrel. I think I'm going to beat my steps from yesterday. You know, I'm on like 16,000 now, so I think I'm going to beat that for later on today. I've checked in already online with Ryanair, and they give me the window seat, so get in. Had the aisle seat last time, and as long as I haven't got that stupid woman who keeps falling asleep and her head keeps dropping like literally every 6 seconds, I should be fine. New Haven Harbour ticked off. Not an awful lot there, to be honest with you. I thought there'd be a little bit more going on, but there's not too much there. But yeah, I'm on the tram now, heading back in towards the city centre. Now I'm knackered, to be honest with you. My feet are killing me. My feet are aching. I had to rush into Asda pretty quickly just then because I was busting for a wee, and there was no toilets in sight. And one of the things that I've noticed is I've been drinking more water is my bladder is very, very responsive to that. So that was a make or break moment. But yeah, just before I got on the tram, just remember with the Dartford crossing. Why is the dart charge one of those things that always try and catch you out? Like everyone forgets about it. I used to have an account where you put the money on it and then you forget about it. But I just remembered dart charge, so I'm going to do that. And I've got to remember to do that when I land tonight, well, for tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty knackered, to be honest. I'm pretty cooked. So I'm kind of glad now that I'm on route back towards the airport direction. So I think we're on here for about 15 minutes to stop for McDonald's Park, where I'm just going to walk 20 minutes to the Hibs football stadium just to tick that off. I said I was going to do that, so I'll do that. I really can't bother, to be honest with you, but I told myself I'd do it. And if I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. Then I'll get back on the tram from McDonald Park, back in towards Princes Street, which is the city centre. So this is where I showed a lot of what goes on in Edinburgh. So yesterday to go to Zzz's so I can have some pizza and a bite to eat, and then obviously from there just head back to the airport. And if I get to the airport earlier than I anticipated, I really don't mind at this point. I just want to chill out, stick my laptop on, do some work, maybe edit this video and a couple of other videos for Instagram, and just get myself prepared because I've done quite a bit, to be fair. I've done quite a lot in Edinburgh and I've loved it. The little solo trip, being a tourist and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just ready just to chill out and relax. And then back in the gym tomorrow in the morning for what should be a push session or upper body session, should be. And then I'm going to go through practicing the poses because they've been pretty meh, to be honest with you, the quarter turns. And then it's off to the Emirates. So we just don't stop, do we? We just don't stop. But yeah, off to the Emirates tomorrow for Arsenal Sunderland, which I'm pretty stoked about. And I might even vlog that as well because why the hell not? That tram is so good. Like how quickly you just get around Edinburgh. Like I think you take for granted as well, like things like that, because you don't get it back home, or rather the other way around, isn't it? Like, yeah, no, I don't take it for granted because we don't have it. I wish we did have a tram service. I guess we've got the underground, haven't we? But yeah, I think I already know what I'm having because I looked at it beforehand. Right, again, I didn't film it, but I had a calzone with sweet potato fries and yeah, lovely, mate. Thank you. You want to look at dessert? No, I'm fine as it is, mate. Thank you. But I talk about it a lot when I have like off-plan meals. Excuse me. I just cannot wait to go back to eating my normal foods again because as much life as that was, and I feel stuffed and heavy from it, but it will time me over for the rest of the day now. It's 3:10. Excuse me, God. The tram's 10-minute walk away. So I'll go to that, probably get on that for about past. Then I don't know how long it takes to get to the airport, but I'd imagine I'll be at the airport by like 4ish. So I'll have like 2 and a bit, 3 hours to kill. I'll charge my phone for a bit because that's nearly dead. And then I'm just going to do some work and chill out. But yeah, that food will tie me over now for the rest of the day. And then if I am peckish later, I'll just have to grab something light. But yeah, I don't know what this vlog is, but it's day 2 in Edinburgh, and it's nearly coming to an end. This is the stage where they find the drugs up my bum. Right, we made it through security without them finding the old drugs up the bum. But this is me for the foreseeable. The time's now 5 o'clock, basically, or just shy of 5 o'clock. And we have got 3.5 hours until the flight. So we'll probably be here for the next 2.5. Just doing some work, editing some videos, etc. Probably editing today's YouTube video, ready to go up in the next couple of days. But I thought I'd just share with you the true value in coaching, right? And why accountability is so important when it comes to the level of results that you get. Now, my client Jason, and I'll put all of this on the screen here, in last week's check-in, saw like a 2 kilo weight increase. Done his steps, done his training sessions, done his cardio, etc. Stuck to his calories, all that kind of stuff. And so rightfully so, he's pissed off that the scales have gone up. So what we've done is we've held him to extra accountability this week and actually proper coaching. Like, this is what coaching actually should entail for clients. So what I got him to do was send pictures of the foods he's been having this week with what he's tracked and logged it as, so that I can match up and see if I think that actually what he's logged is what he's having. Now, straight away, food choices were okay. We saw some fruit, yogurt, chicken, plenty of protein, etc., plenty of fibre. But one of the big things I noticed straight away was to do with this chicken, where he has logged it as cooked weight, but weighed it as uncooked. And so the disparities there, also the other way around. He had weighed it out, he'd weighed it cooked and then logged it on the app, but what he was logging was the uncooked weight. And so there's the differences there between the calories in cooked chicken at say 200 grams and calories in uncooked chicken at 200 grams. So that straight away was therefore affecting the calories that he was logging to versus what he was actually having. So we've changed that. So we've worked on him now tracking it to be either cooked or uncooked, so the calories are a bit more accurate. And obviously food choices are still on point, still plenty of fibre. And you'll see from here, scale weights have come back down. Now, within that, there could have been some bloating, some inflammation, some undigested food. But straight away, we've got that back under control again. And that, I think, has come down to food pictures, which might have consciously or subconsciously made him a bit more aware in terms of what he's eating, but also helped me to identify the issues that he has been having, so that moving forward, we're in a better position now to get things under control and stop these sort of fluctuations going up and down. Because that's what proper coaching is. That's what it is. Not just a case of keep going, mate, you're doing really, really well. But yeah, as you'll see on the screen here, this was his weight at the start of the week. This is what it is now. Obviously, this is going into the weekend, so we've still got the weekends to navigate when you've got off-plan meals, flexibility, etc. But just an insight in terms of what can actually happen for you when you are a coach. When like things are just too good to be true, and this trip was just too perfect. Well, my flight's now been delayed an hour, so we're having at least an hour anyway. So we're just killing some time. Fortunately, the football is on. They've got Forest versus Leeds up there, and then some like Scottish, third division game or something. So at least that'll kill some time. And we've got a £5 on Calvert-Lewin to have a shot on target, which will be double money. But yeah, I could really do with going to bed right now. But I'm going to end the video there anyway, regardless, whatever time I get home. So if you could give it a like, please subscribe. I appreciate all that love, and we're going to get this YouTube scene back going again for 2026.